Okay, question number 8. Let P of 11, 7, Q of 13.4, 4 and R of 9.5, 4 be the midpoints of the side AB, BC and AC respectively of a triangle ABC. That means midpoints only is given, they didn't give the vertices of ABC. Find the coordinates of the vertices ABC. We want to find what is A, B and C. The next step, area of a triangle ABC you want to find, area of a triangle PQR you want to find. Finally you have to compare. First step, you want to find the coordinates of ABC. What is A, what is B, what is C, using the given coordinates, right? Next, you want to find area of a triangle ABC separately, area of a triangle PQR separately. Finally, you have to compare. One thing I will tell you, if the midpoints are given, when you connect the midpoints, you will get it as a small triangle inside the bigger triangle. That means 4 times the triangles you will get. A bigger triangle equal to 4 times of smaller triangle. Here what is your bigger triangle? Triangle ABC is a bigger triangle. So area of a triangle ABC equal to 4 times area of a triangle PQR, that we want to prove. That is the question they are asking to prove, right? First, I am going to find out what is the coordinates of ABC. First step, right? First, you should draw the triangle. A, B, C, right? They said midpoint. Midpoint means it should divide the line segment into 2 equal parts. So this is P, this is Q, this is R. They said P is the midpoint of AB, Q is the midpoint of BC, R is the midpoint of AC. Now I am going to connect the midpoints. See here, I will get it as a triangle. Everything or areas are equal 4 times. Area of a bigger triangle equal to 4 times area of a smaller triangle, that is PQR. Here P is given as what? 11, 7. What is Q? Q equal to 13.5, 4. Q equal to 13.5, 4. R equal to 9.5, 4. Right? Using PQR, we are going to find out what is A, B and C. Using PQR, you are going to find out what is A, B and C. You know the midpoint. Midpoint means what I said, it divides the line segment into 2 equal parts. The ratio is 1:1. Right? Now, midpoint. What is the midpoint formula? You know, right? X1. Before that, you should consider X1, Y1. A you consider as X1, Y1. B you consider as X2, Y2. C you consider as X3, Y3. Right? Now, midpoint formula, you know, it divides 1:1 ratio. How I am going to write, right? X1 plus X2 divided by 2. Divided by 2, 1:1 ratio. The section formula you have to recall. M into X1 plus N into X2 divided by M plus N. Here M is 1, N is 1. So 1 into X1, X1, 1 into X2, X2, 1 plus 1 is 2. That's it. X1 plus X2 by 2 equal equal to, you are relating with abscissa. Abscissa means x. So what is the x here? 11. So x1 plus x2 equal to 2 into 11, 22. Right? You are getting a equation as x1 plus x2 equal to 22. The same way I am going to do for next. You have to listen carefully, right? x2 plus x3 abscissa equal to, here what is the abscissa for q? 30 divided by 2 equal to, you have to write it in the correct position, by 2 equal to 13.5. Now x2 plus x3 equal to 13.5 into 2. You keep like this, 135 into 2, that is easy way to multiply. 135 into 2, 270. Because you are having one decimal, so the 0 is eliminated, you will get it as 27. Right. Next, x3 plus x1. x3 plus x1 divided by 2 equal to 9.5. I am doing only the abscissa, that is x coordinate, right? Now x3 plus x1 equal to 95 into 2, you know, 180. The same logic, one decimal. So the 0 is eliminated, you will get it as, 190. 9.5 divided by 2, 9.5 into 2, 190. 0 is eliminated, which is equal to 19. Now I am going to do with y, that is ordinate. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Because it is given as midpoint, so I am applying the midpoint formula, equal to, what is the ordinate here? 7. y1 plus y2 equal to 14. y1 plus y2 equal to 14. The same way, y2 plus y3. y2 plus y3 divided by 2 equal to, here what is your ordinate? 4. So you equal to 4. y2 plus y3 equal to 8. Right. Next, y3 plus y1. y3 plus y1 divided by 2 equal to, y3 plus y1 divided by 2 equal to, what is given, that 4. So equal to 4. y3 plus y1 equal to 8. Right. You are getting x1 plus x2 equal to 22. x2 plus x3 equal to 27. x3 plus x1 equal to 19. Here you are going to apply substitution, or if you want, you should do the elimination, right? x1 plus x2 equal to 22. If you want, you should apply the elimination, or better you should go for substitution. Substitution is easy only. x1 plus x2 equal to 22. Equation number 1, equation number 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. First equation I took x1 plus x2 equal to 22. The second equation, what I am going to do, you see, x2 plus x3 equal to 27, right? x2 plus x3 equal to 27. I am going to keep x2 alone in the left hand side. The x3 I am going to shift to the opposite. What I can get? x2 equal to 27 minus x3. Right? x2 equal to 27. The plus, it moves that side, so it becomes negative. This one you are going to substitute in the first equation. x1, instead of x, what you are going to do? Plus 27 minus x3 equal to 22. Listen, I took first equation and second equation. The second equation I kept only x2 in the left hand side. The x3 I shift to the opposite. Positive become negative. Then the x2 I substitute in the first equation. That's all. Now x1 minus x3 equal to, the plus 27 will move to that side. What you will get? Minus 27, which is equal to minus 5. Which is equal to minus 5. Equation number, we stopped up to 6. You should make it as 7. Right? What I did here, again I repeat, you have to listen carefully. x1 plus x2 equal to 22. First equation I kept as such. The second equation alone I did the modification. What modification I did? x2 alone I kept here. Why I kept x2 alone here? I am going to substitute in the first equation. In the first equation I had x2. That x2 I am going to replace for that purpose. x2 equal to 27 minus x3. Then I took and substitute in the first equation. Finally, I arrived x1 minus x3 equal to minus 5. x1 minus x3 equal to minus 5. What I am going to do, the next step, you see, I am going to eliminate using the elimination method. I am going to, apply the elimination method on equation number 7 and 3. Apply elimination method on equation number 3 and 7. What is your equation number 3? x1, because it is addition, I am going to apply the commutative rule. Because it is an addition, I am going to apply commutative. Commutative in the sense, or if you want interchange, 2 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 2. The same thing I am going to do it here. Because here I have x1 as the first term. For that purpose, x1 plus x3 equal to 19. What I said? I am going to apply the elimination method on equation number 3 and 7. 3 and 7. What is 7? x1 minus x3 equal to minus 5. Right? 7 and 3. x1 plus x3. I gave an example. 2 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 2. So, I interchange x1 plus x3 equal to 19. x1 minus x3 equal to minus 5. I can apply easily the elimination. One is positive, negative, the coefficient are same, so you can add the equation. When you add, what you will get? 0. So x1, 1x1 plus 1x1, 2x1 equal to, you are adding the equation, right? If you want, you write add equation 3 and 7. You feel comfortable, I think, right? 2x1 equal to 19 minus 5. 19 minus 5, 14. Now x1 equal to 7. x1 equal to 7. Then you go and substitute in equation number 3 or here itself. You can, if you want, you should do it here also, right? x1 equal to 7. When you substitute, better you should move to the equation number 1, that is the safe. x1 plus x2 equal to 22. x1 plus x2 x1 plus x2 equal to 22. x1 plus x2 equal to 22. I selected the first equation because I know the value of x1. x1 equal to 7. 7 plus x2 equal to 22. x2 equal to 22. The 7, it become minus, which is equal to 15, right? x2 equal to 15. x1 you got it as 7. Still more, one thing we need in the abscissa, that is x3. x3, if you want, you substitute in the third equation or in the second equation, that is your convenient only. x1, now I am going to substitute in equation number 3. So x1 plus x3 equal to 19. x1 I arrived the result as 7. x2 equal to 15. x1 I arrived as 7. So 7 plus x3 equal to 19, which implies x3 you keep it in the left, the 7 you shift to that side, what you will get? Negative. That is x3 equal to 19 minus 7, which is equal to 12. Now what is your x3? x3 equal to 12. Right? x1 equal to 7, x2 equal to 15, x3 equal to 12. Now I want to do for y1, y2, y3, right? y1 plus y2 equal to 14, y2 plus y3 equal to 8, y3 plus y1 equal to 8. Now I am going to move to the next page. y1 plus y2 equal to 14, y2 plus y3 equal to 8, y3 plus y1 equal to 8. The same, what I did it in the x, the same way I am going to proceed in the y. First equation, let it be as such. The second equation you have to take. This we consider as fourth equation. This is fifth equation, sixth equation. Fourth, 5, 6. Okay, right. Fourth you keep as such. 5 alone I am going to do the modification. y2, 5 becomes y3, y2 I am going to keep it in the left. y3 I am going to transform to the next side, that is 8 minus y3, right? y2 you keep it in the left, the plus y3 will move to that opposite side, it will act as negative. This one you are going to substitute in equation number 4, right? Now y1 plus, what is y2? 8 minus y3 equal to 14. y1 minus y3 equal to 14, plus 8 will move to this side, so minus 8, which is equal to 6. y1 minus minus y3 equal to 6. Right. Now I am going to solve equation number 6 and the new equation. The same logic. There I gave a number as 7. If you want, you should give a number as 8. Now I am going to solve. Again I am going to apply the elimination method on equation number 6 and 8. The simple thing I said, right? 2 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 2. The same thing I am going to apply here. How I am going to write, you see? y1 plus y3 equal to 8. y1 minus y3 equal to 6. Elimination method. Coefficient of y3 is 1. Coefficient of y3 is also 1. But different sign. When you add the equation, the term has to be eliminated. Here if you want, you write add equation 6 and 8. 6 and 8. Then what you will get? y3 is eliminated. y1 plus y1, 2y1 equal to 8 plus 6, 14. 2 1s are 2 7s are. So y1 equal to 7. y1 equal to 7. Then you substitute y1 equal to 7 in equation number 4 and 8. You will get the result as y2 and y3. Right. y1 equal to 7 in equation number 4. y1 plus y2 equal to 14. 7 plus y2 equal to 14. y2 equal to 14 minus 7 equal to 7. Next, y2 value as 7. y3. y3 means you have to substitute in the equation number 6. y3 plus what you arrive y1? y1 is 7. 7 equal to 8, which implies y3 equal to 8 plus 7, it becomes minus 7, which is equal to 1. So what is your y3? y3 equal to which implies y3 equal to 8 minus 7 equal to 1. y3 equal to 1. Now you know the value of xy, x1, y1, x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. What is the value of x1, y, x2, x3? For that purpose I am going to move to the previous, right? x1 equal to 7, x2 equal to 15, x3 equal to 12. A you consider as x1, comma y1. So what is the answer? x1 is 7, y1 is also 7. So A coordinate is 7, comma 7. A coordinate is 7, comma 7. Next, B coordinate what you consider? x2, comma y2, which is equal to x you found as 15. Here what is your y2? y2 is 7. Next, C coordinate you consider as x3, comma y3. What is x3? We got 12, comma 1. Again I will show you. x1 equal to 7, x2 equal to 15, x3 equal to 12. So 7, 15, 12. Here 7, 7, 1. That's all. Now we want to find the area of a triangle ABC. Right. 7, 7, 15, 7, 12, 1. Right. A 7, 7, B 15, 7. C 12, 1, right? Area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. You recall the formula? Area of a triangle ABC equal to half into x1, x2, x3, x1. Right? Now, y1, y2, y3, y1. Now we have to label it x1, y1, x1, y1, this is x2, y2, x3, y3, right? Now I am going to replace the variable in terms of number, which is equal to 1 by 2 into, what is x1 we got? 7, 15, 12, 7. y1, 7, 7, 1, 7. The same logic what I said the previous, right? First you should do the downward arrow. 1 by 2 into 7 7s are 49 plus 15 into 1 15 plus 12 into 7. 12 into 7. If you have a doubt, better you should do the right calculation in the right side. 12 7s are 2 7s are 14, 4, remaining 1, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 1, 8. Then you will move to the upward arrow. Minus 15 7s are 105. 5 7s are 35, remaining 3, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 3, 10. 105 plus 12 into 7. 12 7s are 84 plus 7. Right? Which is equal to 1 by 2 into 49 plus 15 plus 84. Better you should do the addition in the right side. That is 49 plus 15 plus 84. 9 plus 9 18, remaining 1, 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 8 1 4, that is 148 minus 105 84 7. 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 7 16, remaining 1 9, 196 which is equal to 1 by 2 into 148 minus 148 minus 196. 1 by 2 into 16 minus 8, 8, remaining 8, 4. Positive, negative, do the subtraction and put the greater number symbol, then you cancel. Already I discussed area cannot be negative. So what is the final result? 24 square units. Since area can't be negative. The reason you should write, right? First we found the coordinate of the vertices ABC. Next we found area of a triangle ABC. One more thing, we want to find area of a triangle PQR, right? Area of a triangle PQR. First you write the P coordinates 11, 7, Q 13.5, 4, R 9.5, 4. 9.5, 4. Now the same area of a triangle PQR equal to 1 by 2. The same formula you have to recall. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, X3, Y3. X1, X2, X3, again X1. If it is quadrilateral, you have to write X4 and X1. Y1, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y1. Now you have to place the number 1 by 2. Place the number in the sense you are going replace the variable in terms of numerals. 11, 13.5, 9.5, 11. Y1 7, 4, 4, 7, which is equal to 1 by 2 into again the same downward arrow, right? 11 fours are 44 plus 13.5 into 4. Better you should use the right side margin and do the multiplication, that is safe. 5 fours are 20, remaining 2, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, remaining 1, 4 plus 1, 4 into 1, 4, 5, 0, right? So what you will get? 54 plus 9.5 into 7, 9.5 into 7, 35, remaining 3, 9 sevens are 63, 63 plus 3, 66.5. Now we will pass on to the upward arrow. Minus 13.5 into 7. 13.5 into 7. 5 sevens are 35. Remaining 3. 21, 24. Remaining 2, 7, 9. How much you arrived? 94.5 plus 9.5 into 4. 9.5 into 4, 20, remaining 2, 36, 38. 38 plus 44. Now 1 by 2 into 44 plus 54 plus 66.5. 0.5 you keep as such. 6 plus 4 10. 10 plus 4 14. Remaining 1. 6 plus 1 7. 7 plus 5 12. 12 plus 4 16. 164.5 minus bracket. See here also the same 0.5 keep. 4 plus 8 12. 12 plus 4 16. Remaining 1. 9 plus 1 10. 10 plus 3 13. 13 plus 4 17, which is equal to 1 by 2 into 0.5, 0.5 cancel, you have no issue, right? 176 minus 164. If you are not confident, better do the calculation in the right side. 176.5, 164.5, two, 1, right? What you will get? Minus 12. Which is equal to 6. Here also the same. Area can't be negative. Area can't be negative. Right side calculation. So you have to put a line and do, right? Area can be negative. What are the things we found? Coordinate of the vertices A, B, C we got. Area of a triangle ABC we got. Area of a triangle PQR also you arrived. One more thing they are asking, compare. What they said? Compare. That is comparison. Compare area of a triangle ABC and area of a triangle PQR. Area of a triangle, what you get? Area of a triangle ABC equal to 24. Better I write it in there. Next. We arrived area of a triangle ABC equal to 24. Then area of a triangle PQR equal to 6. Now area of a triangle ABC equal to 4 times area of a triangle PQR, right? 24. Area of a triangle PQR is 6. So 4 into 6 you will get it as 24. Area of a triangle ABC equal to, if you want you write elaborately, 4 times area of a triangle PQR, right? Area of a triangle ABC is 24. 4 times, when you substitute in the place of 6, 24 equal to 24. That means the bigger triangle is divided into 4 parts. The bigger triangle divided into 4 parts. One more thing you got, it is equal. 4 times area of a smaller triangle. That's it.